Comedy is taking a serious situation and making light of it, and seeing the good side of things and keeping whoever you're working with on your toes. It's light and it's bubbly.
Comedy is well-timed precision, accuracy that nobody notices or recognizes. All they know is that it's funny.
Comedy is about finding humor in situations that people are in, and in laughing along with someone else's everyday life that seems to not work for them.
No, comedy is basically something that makes you laugh, has a good time, makes fun of life. Theater is the most human of all the art forms to me, and what comedy does is allow us to laugh at ourselves and not be so serious about everything. I mean, really, some people are like, get a life, in my opinion, you know. It's just, there's lots of things to laugh at ourselves, to be amused. And all three of these plays kind of poke fun at ourselves and at people and at actors and the theater and the people in the audience. So it's all about, you know, feeling good about living and being alive and reflecting on how we could be sometimes a little less serious.
Contrast is the hardest thing about performing comedy. That's half of the work that I'm doing, is trying to polarize the two things from up and down and energy to deadpan, and that's what creates a lot of the laughs, I guess.
Finding the jokes. Because the timing and the accuracy, that can be practiced and rehearsed.
Comedic timing, I would think. And it's hard because in rehearsals, you don't have an audience there to react to what you're doing on stage, so you have no idea if you're going to get a laugh at a certain place or not get a laugh at a place you might think you might get a laugh. So, and also like stage business, that has to be timed perfectly and well rehearsed.
The hardest part about doing comedy is keeping it real, I guess. Also not laughing when other people do something funny. But just kind of trying to stay in your character and keep it real and not ask for laughs, because asking for a laugh, it doesn't work because people don't find it funny when someone's waiting for a laugh. It has to come naturally. So the hardest part would be to just be true to the character and not, you have to not find it funny.
The hardest thing, there are really three things. People always talk about comic timing. Really, it's a matter of rhythm, and one of the things, actors never wait for laughs. That would be horrible. So one of the hardest things is to find the right rhythm so that there's room for the laugh when it comes. So you give some time to breathe. But that means finding the right way to fill what's called a pregnant pause when you're acting. Finding the precision is the other biggest problem, because comedy, way more than drama, requires incredible precision in the acting. Too much stuff really interferes with the comedy. One of the things that we've been working on, for example, is you can't overemphasize lines. Comedy lines work for themselves. Yeah, there's a punchline to a joke, but if you punch it, it doesn't really work.
The biggest learning experience from this show was how much you hold yourself back, I guess, or how much I've been holding myself back anyway. That if you just let go and you have fun and you complete every thought and every action that you're doing, that it creates a better picture than the fragmented, caged version of whatever you were trying to do.
In one of the plays, I have to rely heavily on my fellow actors because they're telling me everything that I need to know. They're telling the character everything he needs to know. So I have to listen and just go off of what they have to do. I can't do anything myself.
How to act sitting down, I'd say. There's a lot of time between lines, and to keep yourself interested and fresh, while still sitting down and just trying to keep the energy throughout it all so that your lines connect to one another. That's probably been the biggest challenge, is just to keep energy while you're physically sitting down.
And another thing that's been exciting about this production are the incredible costumes that have been made. I mean, it just blows me away that these students who are basically taking their first costuming class have turned out these gorgeous gowns. I mean, all the actresses want to buy them. So that's been great too. And you know, just getting on the set with all the costumes and getting the feel of the characters, everybody's really excited because this is the week it's all happening and coming together.
I've never done a comedy before, so doing a comedy is the challenge, is the learning experience.